Yeah, so now what we see in Bible prophecy, it doesn't matter what this man create and what he created sperm to try to take over the earth and try to use the human body as a shield to protect the spirit of angels. In Genesis chapter 6, 1-4, God said the spirit of angels will not dwell in the body of the human flesh because he is flesh. The spirit of angels was designed to live forever and ever, while the spirit of flesh was governed. At first, it was 900 years downward. It was governed to live only 120 years. Genesis chapter 6, 1-4. So if this being so, it doesn't matter if they be flying and bombing over there in Iraq or Iran, that spirit gonna leave that body, and that body, that man in that plane is gonna have no spirit, and he's gonna die in that airplane, and the spirit is gonna leave him. A man with no spirit have no life. You read this and you interpretate this. You go there and read these parts where I'm telling you, and you read these parts, and you'll see that these things is true. And you calibrate them with the signs of time, where God said in His word will go out and it will not come back void. And before His word pass away, heaven and earth will pass away. You go to those of that and you calibrate what He said in Genesis 6, 1-4. So it doesn't matter what that man do or what kind of house he build or what kind of habitat he create. It is not his say so determine whether he live or die or whether the flesh hold on to the spirit of angels. It's not in the cards. So what God said and He proclaimed, that's what will come to pass in the end of the time. In other words, when God created Jesus Christ to come down and die for the sin, come down to give that man in a part in the book of life which he had not. These things are found. The formatting, the prophecy, the wording, they are found according to the grace of God. Man can't change it. No man, no creature on the face of the earth have power to change these things. Only the God who created all these things. And through Jesus Christ was given the blessings of God the Father unto all habitats of the land. This is the way it was. This is the way it came to be. So when we go and look at the habitat of man, where he have gone to his laboratories and cloned things and said this will work and this will not work. No, it will not work. God allow you to do so many things with your skills and your way of technology to make you believe in delusions, and you become fools of yourself through your fool mind. I'm telling you this. So when you veer off course upon which the God of God and Lord of Lord have set before you through standards, He calls you to believe in lies and delusions to your scientific facts of your way of technology. He allows you to do these things. because that's where your mindset is. Yet, at the end of the day, where you have built bridges of deception, prisons of confinement, and laws of injustice, and habitats where you have placed the clay around your body as a shield of protection through your refuge of steel gates and steel buildings, in the end results as the time unfolds itself in the revelation of time, reveals itself. All of these things that you have created for yourself within and now. This is the way it is, and you cannot get around the ways of the living God, because his ways is forever. His ways is forever. You know, when Jesus came to this earth, there was one who prepared the way for his birth and testified of his coming. Because of the peoples of the Jews, in which came from the 12 tribes, didn't know him because they had transgressed so much until they just didn't believe in Jesus Christ. They didn't believe that he was the Son of the living God. And as they didn't believe in him, the same thing, they became caught up in precepts and delusion. And through their mindset, they believed the lie before they believed the truth. They believed in scientific facts, their weapons. They turned away from God and diverted their path and decided they would not ask God when they should war and when they should forbear. During this due process, as they disrespected God, and God had his own reason when they should go up and when they should not, he deserved the respect from them. And every time they went up and they heard the word of God, they became victorious in their defeating the adversaries. So, as they look at the scriptures of the Bible, when they asked God when they should go up and fight the enemy, and God gave them commandments when they should and when they should not, they were successful every time they obeyed the will of God. Notice this. But as they taken it upon their own hand and went out into battle and didn't seek the wisdom of God, they became defeated. And when they get taken by the pitfalls and snares, then the peoples begin to oppress them because they were disobedient to God. God had to punish them, just like a father or mother would punish a child if he do things according to his own will and not according to the will of their parents. So through their due process, as they got punished for these things, let things come upon them, they refer back to the Lord. And when God come back and retrieve them, they transgress again. Once he gives them power and victory over their adversaries, Lord, they come back again and do the same thing